Hey guys, found the champ dog. We're going to be playing some more White Weenie again today. So the deck list has changed a little bit from yesterday. Not hugely, but a tiny bit. So this is what we're looking at. It's the same that was in the deck list link in the last video, but it's different to what we built during the video. And this is also still marginally different to at least one of the games that you're about to see. I don't think I had an idyllic range until after I recorded a bunch of videos yesterday, but anyway, I've been enjoying this deck. I'm doing pretty well with it. I've got a slightly over 60% win rate at the moment. I've had some bad luck with it, and probably not in this video, but maybe in the next one, you'll see me having a little bit of a rant about that. My basic problem is, so I've got 25 lands if you count the 2 Kibera takedowns, and I seem to be more frequently than I should getting stuck on 3 lands. Often 3, sometimes 2, and also more frequently than I should having really land heavy draws. It just gets a bit frustrating sometimes. You know, I'm a bit of a cranky old man, so that stuff bugs me sometimes. But yeah, I have been enjoying the deck. I've had a few non-games with it. I've tried to not include any of those. A lot of the games that I've lost have been like at least 1 or 2 rounds where I don't really get to play, or nothing I play ever sticks to the board. Particularly against the Rakdos and Jond Yoink mid-range things. I don't think it's particularly enjoyable to watch someone not even be able to put up a fight, because like everything I play to the board gets immediately destroyed or stolen. Yeah, so I have filtered the videos that I'm going to be showing you with this deck, but overall it's a pretty fun deck. It seems pretty competitive. I am going to continue to tweak the list. You know, I think there are some improvements, and there's so many different options you have at different spots. Like you know, you've got Daxos. If you want to lean a little bit more into the life gain, you could like replace Hushbringer and some other things with Daxos. Have a little bit more Heliod. Like run 1 or 2 more Heliod. There's an abundance of choices at so many spots on the curve here, and there's particularly a lot of good 3-drops. There's a few other options even in the 1-drop stop with Venerable Knight, which some people run. I personally don't think it's particularly good. It's basically just a Savannah Lions in these lists, because you don't run other knights to get the counter from it when it dies. And I don't think that's quite good enough to make the cut at the moment. You know, Dauntless Bodyguard, for example, in Dominaria was a good card, because like not only did it have the Savannah Lions body, but it could also fill the role of a selfless savior in protecting something. So it had like a few different. It had at least that extra angle of play to it. I'm not sure how much a vanilla 2/1 is going to do for you at the moment, particularly when Lovestruck Beast, for example, is such a big part of the meta. So many decks just have 1/1 tokens lying around that can block with it, and you know, not even a parity, because it's half of a card. You know, so they just kill off your card with half of their card. Also, ditto for Stomp as well. So I think if you're going to play something that can die to a 1/1 token or to Stomp, it needs to do more than just be a blank piece of cardboard in those scenarios. So like Seasoned Hallowblade can protect itself. Shepherd of the Flock has the adventure half, which is good against other adventures. Really good against Stomp, for example, because you can bounce something back to your hand and they don't get the giant. The Bounty and the Selfless Savior protect things. Speaker of the Heavens, even though it does just die to those cards, if it sticks, it snowballs. It can snowball really quickly. Like they all do more than just being stats. Anyway, that was a little rant. So yeah, I've made a few changes to the deck. Anyway, we're just going to jump in and play some games, and I'll catch you all after the video. Take the play, obviously. Yeah, it's okay. 1-drop. Turn 1, 1-drop. Turn 2, 2 1-drops. Or maybe 1 1-drop and a tap land. Turn 3 more. Hit or miss. So opponent mulled down to 6. It sounds so pretty. Shadow Sculptor, this is probably Gruul. Found the untapped land. That's nice. Get in. Means Kabira Takedown's an effective removal spell now. And we can maul up next turn. Could see a Bone Crusher Giant here. Yep, looks like we're seeing some kind of removal. Sorry, I make those assumptions when they start highlighting my creatures. Could just be a Brushfire Elemental, but yeah. Made the right choice as well, going after the Alseid. And next turn we can start making angels. Eddie, yep, that's fine. Oh, double maul is real nice. But I kind of want to kill Eddie here. So they don't have an option to draw out of this. I shouldn't have attacked here. That was a mistake, I should not have attacked with that one. Okay, let it go. Okay, that's good. They should have blocked there, because that's a angel that I wouldn't have. Two 4/4s on turn 3. Beat that. Yeah, I mean that's... How do they come back from that? So we're going to be on the draw. Giant Killer's good here. Probably want my caskets. And I probably want my apparitions. Take out the speakers, not as good on the draw. Heliod could actually be helpful here, to be honest, if the game goes a little bit later. What's Hushbringer doing other than just being a life-linking flyer? It does shut down Great Henge. Yeah, that's not nothing. Just cut a land since we're on the draw. That was such a technical takedown in that first game, but feels good. Yeah, this deck is a lot better than I thought it was when I was playing it at the start of the season. Yeah, this is acceptable. We're going to lead on Doggo, try to get value out of our Giant Killers a little later in the game. And if we draw land, we've got Doggo into Hallowblade into Maul, which is a pretty good opener. Obviously not as good on the draw. I prefer to have like some casket or something, but I do have the Giant Killer. I think Doggo's better here. If they try to Bone Crush it, I can sack it so they don't get the Giant. Whereas Alseid, I need to keep the mana up. So in most cases, I would have just played out my Hallowblade there, but because they molled so low, I wanted to stop them from drawing to getting back into the game. Okay, that's unfortunate. You know, that's not what you want. No point attacking, they'll just trade it off with the token. Yep, okay, so they haven't found a third land either. Small mercy. They may have got one there. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that sucks. So we really need to find a third land here. And we do not. It's unfortunate. Aspirin's good though. So I'm just going to start pumping this up so that it's hopefully big enough to deal with the Lobster Beast that's going to come down. That's why I wanted to hit the third land so I could equip it with a maul. Then we have first strike. That sucks. Yep, I thought they would take the Aspirin. Do they attack? No. So this turn I have to attack. Man. Really would have liked some land. Sure. And I think do I allow this trade? How much do I care about that token? Well, I mean, what's the alternative? I sack it. Yeah, but sorry, getting ahead of myself in the process. So play this out to play defense. I assume they pump up the shield rate and attack, or that's what they wanted to do. Oh, I didn't have to attack there. Oh, I'm an idiot. What an oops. Oh, what an idiot. What a freaking idiot. So if they try to stomp this, okay. I guess I toss them all. Okay, you first. Yeah, I'll toss them all. And toss a giant killer. Nice little 2-for-1 there. And I need to do it again next turn if I want them to survive. Oh no, sorry, I'm there next turn. So these guys have to attack. And I've still not been able to find a third land, which is really unfortunate. So I probably want to hold this up to save one of my Hallowblades rather than discard it when the third chapter goes off here. Yep. Sure. So because I haven't managed to hit lands, they've managed to like grind me down to no cards, just and that was a misplay as well right there. But yeah, they managed to grind me down to nothing just off like this and having to keep my things alive. So that was a huge mistake, not keeping those alive. I'm not going to underplay it. That was a massive mistake. And there's my land. Now, I don't know how I come back from this. But, keep trying. That was a massive mistake, oh my god. Just wasn't paying attention. I was enjoying this delicious cup of joe. See, like, I had so many more cards than them, but just trying to keep those two things alive, that's cost me so much. There's an app for that. So I'm just going to scoop this up and move on. Yeah, that's absolutely threw that game away, not paying attention there. So I want this land back in. And Speaker gets better here. So good against Bone Crusher though. Yeah, but I want to be focusing more on being aggressive. Okay, let's just try like this. So I wanted to swap back to a slightly more aggressive stance since I'm on the play here, while still maintaining some of the interaction that I brought in. I'd much rather have a 1-drop, but this is okay. I'll play this on turn 2 because I don't want to expose this to a Bone Crusher. I'd obviously rather them both stay alive because I'd love to get this buffed up and swinging for lifelink in the air. Highly likely they have a Bone Crusher if they don't have a 1-drop and they kept this hand. Yeah, fold it. So we'll play this out now. We've got the Shepherd to protect it if they have another Bone Crusher. They could have a Scorching Dragonfire or something. Yep. So I'd rather have this option. And again, I just want to try and keep it alive because it's a very big deal. Such a good card. I can't believe how good this is. Yep. Means our Glass Casket should be safe-ish. Why didn't they just play this guy? What are they holding up for 1 green? Primal Might? Primal Might. Gotta be. But they realise that the Selfless Savior vetoes that plan. Yeah, Primal Might. Called it. Well, that was a waste for them. So I could have played this before combat and started pumping the Hushbringer, but I wanted to get the Aspirant out of Stomp range. Well, actually, I realised that line afterwards, but I think getting this out of Stomp range is important. Oh. Oops. Try this again. Okay, so you gotta remember that. I knew that might happen, but yeah, gotta be mindful of that. Turns this into just 3 mana 2/2s. That's unfortunate. So my opponent's mana screwed this game. I mean, end of the day, I'm playing Basket. What else am I going to do that turn? Play another app? Anyway, definitely was a mistake though. Be better to just keep this in hand. Sure. Put the giant back. Yep. So far ahead on life here as well. Steal my Hushbringer, I suppose. So I play this, I can't target the war anyway, they leave this back as a blocker, there's no point playing this right now. No point at all. Ooh, hello. Getting a bit of life back. Okay, so I do need to draw something relevant soon, please. So now this has to attack and I can kill it off. Great hand. That's unfortunate. Hallowblade, there you are. Okay, well at least my Hushbringer survives and it means Great Henge doesn't get them value. So that's something. I thought my Hushbringer was going to die and I could play my Apparition. Okay, so I'm just trying to gain life here, makes sense. So I was just saying goodbye to my girlfriend there. Yep. But this is looking pretty good for us at the moment. Hushbringer is completely shutting down Great Henge. I'm going to attack with everything. I don't mind trading off the Apparition, and I've got a land to discard to the Hallowblade. That was an interesting decision for them. They can choose to block this and make me discard a card, or block this and kill it off. I don't know which don't really know which of those is the correct option. Yep, kill off my Apparition. No Henge trigger for you. Make a token. Sure. And that should be it. Okay, so they get a little bit of life. That's something. So I'm just going to attack with this. I know I can give the Hallowblade protection, but there's not much point right at the moment. I can't get through enough damage to actually win. Opponent gave us the good game, but the game's not over and they're still playing, so we're not going to respond. Okay, here we go. Okay, now that's game. Okay, we're back on the play. Looks like we're against rogues, so this hand is not going to be good enough. This is a lot better. We've made a few changes to the deck. Probably need to make a few more. I think we can pack a giant killer here. Just play this out as a 1-drop. Could have played Hallowblade there, but I want to suit up the Hushbringer with the Morph and start gaining life. Stops them from getting value off a Flashed-in Enforcer as well. Okay, so I guess we're not going ahead with that plan. So I guess we pump it like this. Could be Essence Scatter here. Nope, no Essence Scatter. Fine, I mean, I'm still going to attack, gain a couple life. They'll be able to attack back, turns on Drown in the Lock, but they were always going to be able to have that option, so. Yep, they really want to kill something here. Mr. Land over there. A little bit distracted there, sorry. Message from my girlfriend. Nasty. It's going to be very hard for us to get back from that. We're going to lose our speaker activation, so... So we don't want the Hushbringer. try this. I'm going to try keeping the Speaker of the Heavens in now. Just allows me to keep that snowball potential when I'm on the play. This will do. Oh, sorry, I meant when I'm on the draw, but I am on the play in this game, so whatever. Yeah, makes your little Thieves Guild Enforcer a bit less impressive, doesn't it? I'm still actually just going to put the counters on the Aspirant. Yep, I know you have that. I could put it on the Savior and attack through. But I'm probably going to need to sack the Savior to protect the Aspirant here, so... not much point. Start sharing the love a little bit. Means I still leave some value on the board if Aspirant gets killed this turn, which, given I've got a handful of planes, is highly likely. Another Enforcer, sure. Okay, digging for an answer. That's good. That's a very good sign for us. God, these planes just will not stop. I think at this point we start holding this back. They could flash in another Enforcer and try to ambush something. Okay. That's a desperate move. I'm going to tap one of these. Yep. And I could have made a Angel token then. I think we leave it like this. This is okay. We're on the draw, so we'll hopefully hit our third land. Ooh, green crab. I'll go for the casket on the crab here. So they're obviously holding up something. It's either Thought Thief or Enforcer, neither of which can kill this if they block. So this is a safe attack, yep. This is fine. Right at the top, it's not what I want to say. So that worked out nicely. Windrobber's fine. Don't care about that. By Alaris, sure. So next turn I can play Loris and start sacrificing this and replaying it. They haven't had any counter spells here. It doesn't look like much removal. What did they even keep? I mean, Crab and Thieves. They must have thought it'd be okay when counting on the disruption. Yep. Obviously wish I had something left in hand to deal with Loris here, but I think that was that's happened. I guess it doesn't make a difference. They sack and replay. No, they don't sack and replay. Well, this is looking pretty good for us. We're going to hold back this Plains to have something to pitch to Hallowblade if we need to save it. But, yeah, I mean, this is a lot for them to deal with. So they need to sack this and replay it, I think. Ooh, into the story. Yeah, that's way too little too late. They can't sack it, I don't know they... Of course, yeah, so... Opponent's just kind of screwed here. Sure. I mean, that's it, right? Don't know why my opponent's holding priority here. Oh, because they can sack the Wind Robber now. But yeah, any block is not good enough here. Yep. So they gain 3, they go up to 7, and they're still taking 8. 3. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching those. I have been enjoying this deck. It's a little frustrating sometimes. I definitely want to tweak the sideboard. I don't think I've ever bought in Basri Cat. No, I think I did like once when I faced a Dimir control list. But I definitely think the sideboard could be tweaked. I don't know how I feel about Hushbringer. I really like the lifelink in it, but it's quite a non-bow with your Skyclave Apparition. And I just think, like, obviously, like Hushbringer, the lifelink, and the Speaker of the Heavens has more snowball potential, but I think Skyclave is just too good not to play. So I might end up swapping this out for something like Daxos. It's just nice also because it has flying. But anyway, there are other options. I think Hushbringer could probably be something else. Just because, as I said, Skyclave is too good not to play and not to have access to, and this turns that off. So, yeah. Anyway, I still think it's a good list. It's a fun list. It's pretty competitive at the moment. Definitely the sideboards where I would first start. I don't know how great Sentinel's Eyes is, for example, like even in the Rogues matchup. It's good when you're ahead, and when you can do things with it, like very cheaply, it can be helpful, but you know, if you're behind, it really does very little for you. As I said, Hushbringer could be changed, maybe Basri Cat. You know, there's just so many options at different points that all have their different strengths and weaknesses. But yeah, it's a good deck. Let me know in the comments what you think, what changes you think I should make. You know, I always love getting feedback from you guys. But otherwise, thanks for watching and stay brilliant.